Hey guys, it's JJ. Welcome back to the North Carolina Dynasty. We have just finished a regular season. We won the ACC championship game. We win 13-12 over Ohio State, which was a rematch from our loss of season 1 in that playoff game. And now we're going to be facing LSU. LSU is the loser of the Sun Belt Conference Championship game. They lost against Alabama 16-34. So I hope this is an easy game for us, but it will not be. Because if you look at the top of this roster, I think they're pretty, matched pretty evenly with us. And lots of players in the 90s for overall, high 80s as well. So not too much hope that we will have an easy game here. And it's not just like a couple of position groups where they're really strong. It's all across the roster. They honestly don't really have any weaknesses. Quarterbacked by Ricky Collins, 6'2", 205 out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Scrambling 3-star quarterback. Collins has 90 throw power, so I mean that's fine. Nothing spectacular. He can run really well. His accuracies are decent, but not great. He's a very fast quarterback, but his throwing abilities still need some work. Caden Durham, 5'9" and 195 out of Dallas, Texas. Durham is a former 4-star running back. Durham is a very good elusive back, an elite elusive back at that. He has decent hands. He can route run pretty well. He's even a little bit of power to his name, and he's got 94 speed, 97 excel. So the defensive line is going to have their hands full. Linebacking unit as well. Top receiver on the team is Jelani Watkins. We're number 8, 5'10", 160. Very slender frame, but Watkins is a solid route runner with solid hands. Nothing spectacular, but just as a very solid number 1 receiver with crazy good elusiveness and all the speed you could want. This is the dude you need to be afraid of. He's got 98 speed, 97 acceleration. And then the number 2 receiver is Kylan Villio, 6'3", 186 out of Huba, Louisiana. Also a former 4-star, a deep threat type with decent route running. I mean, it's all in the 80s, that's fine. He's got some solid catching ratings. The elusiveness is good. He doesn't really have as much speed, but also this kid is 6'3", so I'd say he's got plenty of speed at his size, 91 speed, 92 excel. And then they've got Lorenzo Wayne, number 19, 6'4", 190 out of Macomb, Michigan. Also a former 4-star receiver, a deep threat with actually below average route runnings, but elite hands. He's a pure physical dominant perimeter 50-50 ball guy. He's got decent speed as well, 94 speed, 92 excel at his size is pretty elite. And then at tight end they've got Trey Des Green, 6'7", 226 out of Jackson, Louisiana. A very athletic vertical threat tight end with very good route runnings. He's got great hands for a tight end in this game. You couldn't wish for anything more than this. He's got more than enough speed. He can even block a little bit if he needs to, but he's clearly a receiving tight end. Think Kyle Pitts or maybe even Ingram. 87 speed, 89 excel. We're going to have our hands full there on defense. Offensive line, definitely no weakness at all. Their weakest player might be the right guard at 86 overall. But even that's not a real weakness, right? So the right tackle is also an 86 overall, but he's an elite pass protector, so not too worried about him. About him giving up a lot of pressure if I was the LSU head coach. And then at defensive end, we've got Gabriel Reliford. Reliford is a very solid power rusher, 91 power moves. He's got 76 finesse moves. He's got so much strength. He's a great run stopper. He's the total package and a future first-round pick, I would say. And then we're going to be moving on to the other side. Deshaun Womack is the other edge rusher, a former 5-star recruit out of Baltimore, Maryland. Womack is a power rusher, also, just like his counterpart, but an even better pass rusher overall because he has also 88 finesse moves, not just 90 power moves. A great run stopper, him too. He's a great athlete. Like, this edge rush duo is absolutely insane, and I hope our tackle can hold up there. Dante Truman in the middle of this D-line, 6'5", 309 out of New Orleans. A run stopper with 83 block shedding. So, I mean, that's not that high, but still very good. 90 strength is very solid. He's got 73 power moves and 76 finesse moves. So he's a pure run stopper. No real pass rush upside, and just a decent athlete. So not quite the superstar that you'd like to see there, a 5-star recruit. And then they're going to be missing one of their top linebackers, Tylen Singleton, is out with a complete PCL tear for 6 more weeks. So his season is done, and he's a senior, so also his collegiate career is done. Instead, we're going to be seeing Amari Stockton. He would be the number 1 anyway, but 90 zone coverage, 85 man coverage, an elite coverage linebacker. The play rec needs a little work, the awareness. Can rush the passer a little bit if he needs to. He's a decent run stopper, but most of all, he's an elite athlete. 96 speed combined with that coverage ability. He could play safety and corner. And then we've also got Ty Lee over the middle, 6'3", 210, a very light linebacker, 89 zone coverage, 79 man coverage. Very solid in coverage, very fluid. Not really a pass rusher, but can stop the run a little bit, and also crazy good speed. This linebacking duo is going to be absolutely insane. And then on the outside, we've got Max Floyd as a number 1 corner, also wears number 1, so that's fitting. 6'1", 177, former 4-star recruit with elite man coverage, below average press ability, 84 catching is not crazy. There's guys with higher numbers there. 78 zone coverage is also not great, but 94 speed, so he can make up for a little bit of mistakes. But an elite man cover corner, you can't ever go wrong with that. Ashton Stamps, 6 foot, 180 out of Harvey, Louisiana. Stamps is a man coverage corner as well. He's got 85 man, 80 press. That's pretty average. His hands are better than the other guy. 90 catching is pretty good. 77 zone coverage is not great, however. So their 2 top corners aren't really that great in zone coverage. That should beg a few questions, but at least they're crazy good athletes. And then also in the back end there, Kylan Jackson, 6'3", 196 out of Clinton, Louisiana, former 4-star recruit. Jackson is very solid in run defense. He can do it all, honestly. He's got some hit power, his coverages are pretty solid, and he's got the house call platinum ability paired with 90 speed, 99 acceleration. So crazy good player. Yeah, we haven't played LSU so far in this dynasty, so this is going to be a first here. And yeah, this is going to be a very interesting bowl game, the Cotton Bowl for the semifinal here. Whoever wins moves on to the national championship game. Let's hope that it's going to be the Tar Heels. But the Tigers are coming out now as well, and I think this is going to be a 50-50 matchup. It's a neutral site game, so no team really has a great home field advantage or anything like that. So I'd say they have the edge at quarterback. They might have the edge at running back. They do not have the edge at receiver. That's where we are shining. The O-line is also better on the on LSU side. The line also better for LSU. Linebackers also better for LSU's. Secondary better for us, I'd say. So I think, in all honesty, maybe we're slight underdogs here in this game. And we're going to start it off with a 6-yard gain to Buck Stoner on an in-breaking route. 3rd and 2, 2 tight ends on the field, and Costanzo to the outside runs over the safety and out of bounds at the 48. That's a great start to the game. And now Brian Malik checks in, double twin set, and we're going to hand it off to Malik. Makes 2 guys miss with a little bit of wiggle, and he gets about 8 yards on the play. That's a good start for him too. And now Kyle Costanzo is back. We've got Randolph blocking for him. We cut it back to the middle, and that's an 8-yard gain for Costanzo. So far, the running game has been pretty effective. First and 10 from the 36. Costanzo is still the back. Randolph in motion. Hand it off. Costanzo up the middle. Gets about 5 yards. Stay ahead of the sticks and don't fall behind. Second and 5, and now they're going to motion out Brian Malik and throw on a play action throw, and that's going to be a fumble. They rule it a fumble. He did not move his arm forward when the ball came out, and LSU is going to recover. It's Ty Lee in the backfield, the number 2 linebacker, and he forces the fumble there. Great strip sack. You got to give it to him. It's a turnover for the LSU defense, and they get a great start there after having allowed a 50-yard drive there. And now LSU takes over first and 10, and they're going to run it with their top back there. That's a 6-yard gain. Good start to the drive. And now they go empty backfield as Collins stands tall in the pocket, delivers the throw to their number 1 tight end, and that's a first down, moving the chains. Second and 7, and they are gonna hand it off again, and that's just too easy. That's a 9-yard gain for the LSU offense. It's Durham, and now second and 7. They check in the number 25. That's a different back, but it's a play action shot, and Collins is gonna go down. It's Dylan Jerry in the backfield. That was a very good pass rush there. They forced him to go outside of the pocket, and Dylan Jerry was right there to wrap him up and force a sack. Jerry with backup snaps or like rotational DT snaps this season, but he has been able to create some pressure when on the field. Third and 12 is going to be a tough one for Collins, but on the outside he's got the hitch. That's a 12-yard route, and a first down to Jelani Watkins, number 1 receiver. First and 10, and they're going to have a play action shot, and at the sticks they've got Jelani Watkins yet again. That's another catch, and give him 9 yards. Second and inches coming up. It's Durham. No, it's a quarterback keeper, and Collins into the end zone. That's a touchdown. LSU is going to take a 7-0 lead, and the Tigers are up. First score of the day belongs to LSU. And yeah, that was not great defense for UNC. They did not see the read option coming there. And UNC is now back on offense here. Merdinger standing in the backfield, and they hand it off to Malik. About 3 yards only on this play. And after a 2-yard gain on the next one, it's 3rd and 5 now. Merdinger has some time in the pocket, delivers. Jordan Shipp with a first down, 11 yards on the play. And we're going to move the sticks on that one. First and 10, and Malik's in the game, and they set up an RPO, hand it off to Brian Malik. He's got about 9 yards, almost the first down, but the run has been going really well so far. Costanzo now checks in. He's going to get another handoff, and that's another great run. So far, the run has been going really well. Trips to the right, Costanzo's the back, and we're going to run it outside with Costanzo, and he is going to fall ahead. 16-yard run for him, moving the chains in the process. Second and 9, Costanzo's still in, and he's gonna spill it wide, but there's not much room. Thankfully, he gets whatever he can. That's just a few yards. 3rd and 6 now. Let's see what Merdinger can do here. Pressure coming in, but Shipp is wide open on the inbreaker, and he's gonna move the chains again. Mr. Third down, Jordan Shipp. Second and 10, and they're going to hand it off to Costanzo, but nowhere to go. 3rd and 9 is going to come up here. Trips to the right, Costanzo is the back, and Merdinger is deep drops deep back, and the ball is incomplete. So 4th and 9, that's going to be a field goal. 7-3 ball game, and LSU is back on offense, and Collins is scrambling right into Anthony Dingle. 89.5 is in the backfield, and he takes down the quarterback as Collins was scrambling to the wrong side, honestly. And yeah, great play for the defense. That was a pretty good pass rush effort for Dingle. And now it's 2nd and 20, and they've got Durham in the backfield, and he's gonna run it out, some space there, and ultimately gonna be tackled at the 20-yard line. It's a 16-yard run, and he gets all the yardage back. So 3rd and 4, Durham is still the back, but they're gonna throw it. Trips to the left here, and one-on-one shot down the field, and Riggins is gonna knock it away, incomplete, and a punt with great field position following now for the UNC offense, and they're gonna bring out the swing screen, and that's going to be a pretty solid play to start the drive. 7 yards for Kyle Costanzo. Malik checks in now, and they go double twin set, throw it over the middle, lots of space for Jordan Ship, and he tries to juke the safety. It's a 20-yard connection for the junior receiver. Expect him to declare early this year as a 91 overall. He should. 1st and 10, and motion out for Kyle Costanzo. They have an option play here, and they're going to throw the RPO to Kyle Costanzo down inside the red zone. Another 1st down. 2nd and 9. Costanzo still the back here, and he's going to run it, and there is not a whole lot of space to go, but at least he falls ahead and gets about 3 yards. 3rd and 6, and they go trips to the right. Merdinger throws it over the middle, and Marquise Brooks can't get it in. 4th and 1, and they are gonna take 2 tight ends out, and Kyle Costanzo is the back. He's gonna run it, and somebody's in the backfield, and they are not giving it to them. This is a turnover on downs. No points for UNC, but at least a solid play on 2nd and 10 here. Steven Slate forces a TFL, and now it's 3rd and 11. And they're going to hand it off to Durham at the goal line, but there is no room at all. Riggins all over him, and that's going to be a timeout taken by UNC. They want to preserve the 2 minutes of this 2-minute drill, and they've got great field position to do that too. Brooks with another catch over the middle, a tough one. 7 yards for him. 2nd and 3, and they go empty backfield again. 6-man pressure. Merdinger gets it away, and Ship breaks a tackle, runs it to the outside, and if Stoner had thrown a block, that might have been a touchdown, man. Instead, 2nd and 10 now from inside the red zone, and Merdinger, he's gonna throw to the corner, and that's intercepted. LSU takes it away again. 2 turnovers in this first half for the UNC offense. And then a 3rd one on downs, so that's not great. And I mean, all of those drives were scoring threats, all of them. And also, we only got a field goal when we could have maybe gotten a touchdown there. So now there is plenty of time for LSU to maybe go down the field and get some more points. A minute on the clock, and they started off with a 1st down catch. And yet another one on the outside here. That's Billy O. Riggins in close coverage, but not close enough. Ricky Collins stands tall in the pocket. They got a bunch to the left and broken up by Moses Riggins. That's going to be an incompletion. 3rd and 10. Ricky Collins got to get off the field here as UNC, and the pressure is coming in, but he gets it away to his number 1 guy. It's Watkins, and he's got the 1st. They're going to move the chains, and the drive continues. 25 seconds on the clock, and Collins is going to go down. That is Joel Starlings in the backfield, and that's a bad one. 8-yard loss. 2nd and 18. What can Collins do now? Bunch to the left, twins to the right, and down goes Collins again. Oh my, that was Connor Stockey in the backfield, and that's going to be a very tough 3rd and 27. And we're going to take a quick look at the POV of MoMA, who is the one that breaks the pocket and forces Collins to scramble right into Stockey. And they do not get any points out of that drive. It's 7-3 at halftime. And of course, if you enjoyed the video, I would appreciate if you gave it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. So far, UNC definitely the dominant team, but not able to finish the possessions. 1 field goal, 1 turnover on downs, 1 fumble recovered by LSU, and 1 interception in the end zone. I mean, that's not a great look. And LSU gets the ball to start the 2nd half, and they are going to get a huge gain from Caden Durham, who was not covered at all in the flats. 1st and 10, and Durham up the middle, jukes out the safety, and that's going to be into UNC territory. And now we're going to have an RPO bubble here to the outside. That's Lorenzo Wayne. He just gets a couple yards. 3rd and 8 now. That's going to be a tough one. 4-man pressure. Collins has all day to throw, and eventually he's going to go down sliding here. Gets a couple more extra yards, but it's going to be a long-range field goal. 58-yarder, but it is good. LSU has 3 points. Now it's 10-3 and a touchdown game for the LSU Tigers. 2nd and 7, handed off to Costanzo. Can't break the tackle, but gets 6 yards in the process. 3rd and 1 coming up. Malik now checks in, double twin set for UNC. They're going to hand it off, and Malik's got the first down and continues to fall ahead, gets eventually 10 yards out of the play. 1st and 10, and now Costanzo is the back again, and he is going to run it up the gut, breaks the linebacker's tackle, just ran him over and gets 10 yards on the play. 1st and 10, Merdinger sets up the receiver screen. It's going to be a tunnel screen here for Marquise Brooks, and he goes for 8 yards. Tackled by Ty Lee. 2nd and 2, motion for Julian Randolph. Costanzo is the back. We're going to run it with Costanzo. Breaks another tackle, 6 yards, and another first down for the UNC offense. 1st and 10, Costanzo's the back, but they're going to throw it now. And Merdinger throws it late. That's intercepted, and they're going to return it. Oh my, it's Jackson again. He's running down the sideline. 10-5, touchdown. A 74-yard pick six. And yet another red zone trip, or a field goal range trip at least, ends in an interception, in a turnover. That's the 4th one on the day, and LSU goes up 17-3 with that pick six. UNC's offense just melting away. But so far, Merdinger is staying in. And again, running over people is Kyle Costanzo. We've gotta start finishing drives here. 2nd and 4, Costanzo with trips to the right. And they're gonna throw it. Merdinger has a one-on-one down the field and underthrown. Buckstoner can't haul it in. And cornerback gets his hands in there. So 3rd and 4 now. And Merdinger is just gonna dump it to Jordan Shipp, 6 yards. But yet again, Merdinger is deep ball, just not good enough. This is a run and shoot offense, and you need to be able to complete the deep ball. And I hope next year we will have a better quarterback to fill that role. But like, we have so much speed in our receiving unit. We should be able to absolutely dominate down the field. And so many of these throws where our receivers get a step on the DB, then go to waste because the quarterback under or overthrows it. And yeah, we had to go to 4th down here and force them to jump off sides. We're obviously gonna, that's actually a 3rd down. We're obviously gonna decline that. Not a 4th down, a 3rd down. But Julian Randolph with a nice completion. And now Kyle Costanza with a run up the gut gets a few yards, makes the 3rd down a little bit more manageable. Merdinger is going to have a motion here for Jordan Shipp. And Stoner over the middle. He's not going to make the grab. He drops the football. That is also recorded in the stats as a drop. And now 4th down. This time we get the jump as well. And this time we're just going to accept the penalty, obviously. So LSU had a chance to get off the field here, and instead they are going to have to accept a 1st down now. At the edge of field goal range, let's see if Merdinger can move them to the end zone this time, as Costanzo has a great running lane, 16 yards on the play, and that gets him to almost a $150. Costanzo stays in, and he's going to get the handoff, and into the end zone. It's a touchdown. Kyle Costanzo. First touchdown for UNC in this game, and we cut the lead in half. It's a 10-17 deficit still, but we start the 4th quarter on the right foot, and let's hope that LSU can be stopped here on this next possession and we get the ball back, hopefully waste some time away and tie up this game. 2nd and 7, Ricky Collins has 4-man pressure, and he is rolling right into Anthony Dingle again, who broke free right at the perfect moment. 2nd sack for Anthony Dingle, who has had a bit of a quiet season this year, but I mean, this is as good as it gets, right? He engages, and right at the right moment when Collins tried to scramble, he could disengage from his blocker and take him down for another loss. Now let's see, 3rd and 13. Ricky Collins with trips to the right, isolated left is Watkins, and down goes Collins again. It's Steven Slate and Connor Stockey in the backfield. Oh, we brought the zone blitz, and he did not see it coming. Slate has been pretty good on these. 1st and 10 for Merdinger with great field position after that punt, and we're gonna go down the field right now, and that's gonna be a touchdown. A 1-play drive. It's Marquise Brooks with a 45-yard score. And the Cotton Bowl is tied in the 4th quarter, 8 minutes left. UNC got back in the game after 4 turnovers. in the first 3 quarters. Let's see if we can keep it up. Let's see if we can stop LSU from scoring. Ricky Collins in the backfield, and they're going to hand it off to Durham, and he gets about 5 yards. That's a solid gain. 2nd and 5 coming up. Collins has Durham in the backfield, but they're going to throw it, and Collins is just going to scramble, and there is lots of running room. They completely lost track of him. 20 yards down the field. He slides safely. Collins sets up the slip screen, and wide open. Everybody had the perfect block there, and 15 yards on top for a roughing the passer on Zach Moma. So that's going to be into UNC territory already. Hand it off. No, it's a read option keeper, and Collins is taken down with an 8-yard gain. Oh man, Collins has been he's been running all day long. 2 tight ends on the field, and another RPO, but this time nobody was fooled. It's Jaden Patterson for a 3-yard loss in the backfield. 3rd and 5. Can they get him off the field? As Collins gets 6 yards out of it. That's a first down. Billy O with the catch. And now it's 3rd and 8. Ricky Collins with a play action shot, and wide open is his receiver on the outside. That's Keegan Sauer, number 4 receiver. 1st and goal from the 6, and Collins is going to scramble for his 2nd rushing touchdown of the day. LSU with another one. It's 24-17, and there is 4 minutes on the clock. UNC can still answer, but you can't lose control here. This has got to be a touchdown drive. 2nd and 7, Merninger. He's got his man, Marquise Brooks, for a 6-yard gain. 3rd and 1. Brian Malik checks in for a 3rd and 1, and maybe that was the mistake, because Brian Malik, he's gonna go down. 4th and 2 coming up, and obviously you have to go for it here. 4th and 2, and they are gonna bring the pressure, and completely lost track of the possibility of a pass. Buck Stoner's behind the defense, and that's a touchdown. 79 yards to the house. They completely whiffed on the play call. They thought this was going to be a run for sure. Kyle Costanzo, he is a threat, and they sent 9 rushers at the quarterback, completely abandoning all receivers at the line, which was only 2. They had 2 tight ends on the field as well. So now it's a tie game at 24, and there's 2.5 minutes on the clock. Collins on the money for his first pass, 8-yard gain. 2nd and 2, and they go read option again. Collins has got lots of room, and he's going to take a hard hit, but gets the first down in the process. 1 minute and 40 seconds on the clock, and Collins over the middle. Catch is made. That's a first down. That's Lorenzo, whatever his name was. Lorenzo Wayne. 1st and 10, Collins wide open to Watkins. That's another first down, 7 yards. And it's looking dicey now. This is almost field goal range, and Durham is going to make sure of that one. This is going to be a field goal drive, 10 yards, and this is the point where you need to start taking timeouts if you're UNC. 1st and 10, handed off to Durham, and that's going to be a big loss, as they've got Kareem Fallon in the backfield there. And first timeout taken by UNC. 2nd and 14, Collins hands it off. That's a huge crease for Durham. 10 yards on the play, but still 3rd down coming up. Another timeout taken by UNC. 3rd and 4, Collins hands it off to Durham, and perfect coverage on the run there. Even though he breaks the tackle, he still loses yardage as Woods finishes off the tackle. And they are going to take the field goal here after UNC takes their 3rd timeout. There is 22 seconds on the clock after LSU hits this one. It's 27-24. They played this almost to perfection. 2nd and 10 for Merdinger, and he's gonna uncork a deep ball. He's got the one-on-one. Buck Stoner, this is your chance, and he can't haul it in. It was a one-on-one. You gotta haul it in there, but time would have run out eventually, I think. 3rd and 10, Merdinger. He's got another deep one, and again, Buck Stoner is the target. Double coverage, and Stoner knocks it away from the safety so that it doesn't get picked. 4th and 10. And this is going to be the game. Clock hits 000. This has got to be a touchdown. It's for Toledo, and he can't haul it in. And the game is over. LSU comes away with the victory. It's 27-24. It was just one too many turnover, or maybe 4. Kylan Jackson, the strong safety. I mentioned him with the platinum house call ability, the better interception attempts. He had both interceptions. One of them was a pick 6. I mean, that was the deciding factor in this game. If we had only thrown 1 pick, or maybe even 0, we probably would have won. But LSU moves on. They're going to play in the Natty, and we are done. This is our season. Next up is the off season. Now, obviously, that was a pretty dumb interception there. The first one on the corner out, I didn't think that the safety was able to be was going to be able to undercut that one. So, yeah, I mean, he did have a step. And if the pass was led a little bit more to the pylon, I think there would have been a better chance for my guy to make it. But obviously, don't have to be so aggressive. Just take the field goal. I mean, we were definitely the dominant team. If we had gotten field goals on all 3 turnover drives, we would have had 9 more points. And the aggressiveness was just completely unnecessary. We are a running team. We're a defensive team, and the most important thing we need to pay attention to is we can't make any mistakes. We have to let them make mistakes, and if nobody makes mistakes, then we're gonna win because we got the rushing attack. And just the way we were able to move the football, I think we outgained them by a lot on yardage wise. But we made it a little bit too easy for them to get turnovers. 4 of them in total. I mean, yeah, that pick 6, you throw it late there. He was actually covering a different guy. Like, I mean, what am I supposed to do here? Kind of ridiculous that he covers a different dude and then just jumps the route there. But, I mean, I guess that's an impact safety for you. We had lots of pass rush today. It was not necessary for us to put on, like, to go in on all that risk with the throws on 3rd and long. Just run the damn football and take the field goals, take the points, and outscore them. Have the defense stop them. It was not the defense's fault. Now, the turnover rundowns, I mean, what are you going to do? Somebody's in the backfield immediately. Don't know what to do on that one. We had a good 4th down completion percentage this season. Kind of got unlucky there on that one. And that's why we lose this game. Just a few too many turnovers there. And I mean the fumble, of course. That was the game's fault. I actually did throw it immediately after the play action had happened. I threw it to the flats, but it didn't react. I think I threw it, maybe I clicked the button a little bit too early. By the time I clicked it a second time, it was already too late. So, I mean, that was just kind of weird timing. The play action part of the play was over, and I threw it to the flats. Why on earth would he not throw it right there? And then I stand in the pocket for a second, and then I get taken down. So, this is how it is sometimes. Next step is going to be the off season. Really excited about that one. But with that, we're done for today. This is going to do it for this episode. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe for more UNC Dynasty. See you in the next episode. Until then, have a great day.